The shelter that houses dogs and cats is hoping it can save 90% of the animals it takes in. If successful, the positive outcomes plan would qualify it as a no-kill shelter. Officials say the average live outcome at the shelter has improved 30% in 2 years.
The plan is to bring the shelter to a 90% live outcome rate within 5 years. So you can do that through a variety of ways. So the one is adoptions. We can also do a foster program, rescues.
About 20 local organizations are involved in developing ideas for the no-kill plan, which will be presented to the City Council.
You know, one of the things we're trying to change is the perception that we're no longer animal control, we're no longer animal wardens, we're animal protection officers. We're trying to grow and become more proactive.
It is hoped that volunteer work and community input will make the plan a reality.
We have a volunteer application on these directly on our animal shelter website. They're welcome to fill it out, and then I definitely say stay tuned. We've got a lot of big announcements coming in the next few weeks.
The final draft of the plan will be presented to the City Council on June 28th.
You can come meet Jibs and a lot of other animals at the San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter. For Bobcat Update, I'm Regine Murray.
The Super Smash Bros. Franchise has come a long way since the first entry was released in 1999 with 8 playable Nintendo fighters. The latest entry in the series, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, boasts more than 70 fighters, and it received a sizable update last week. However, when attempting to download the update to their consoles, players encountered errors and connection problems.
I do have a roommate who did. He was up until 5 in the morning to get a character he purchased about 4 months back when the game released. And even at that time, he wasted about maybe 5 more hours just to get the update to restart, because once it started at 5 a.m., it crashed.
Nintendo's track record for online and online multiplayer services is far from spotless. According to top players, this isn't the first time Nintendo has had poor online functionality. There have been similar problems with earlier versions of the Smash Bros. Series.
When I'm playing Smash, because it's a fighting game, I do have a lot of delay or like lag or anything. But other than that, I do have a good time with the online service. Do I think I'm getting my money's worth?
Prior to Ultimate's release, Nintendo's online play was free, but that's no longer the case for the Nintendo Switch. Players are paying for an almost identical experience that they once received for free.
Their services are very cheap, but they don't really do anything. Like, no one who actually plays Smash competitively uses the online because it's just that bad unless you're streaming it. It's really not awful.
Nintendo has several game releases planned, but also require the same paid service to play online. Some players say they aren't quite sure they're on board for that. Nintendo Switch Online is the cheapest online multiplayer service for consoles, but as more games launch, problems will only continue to grow. For Bobcat Update, I'm Isaac Hart.
My name is Scott Johnson. I am a writer. I work for Texas State's Computer Science Department as a lab coordinator. I am also the assistant coach of the Texas State University karate team. Yes, we have one. I have 14 books in print. One of them is Haunted Austin, Texas, True Ghost Stories of Austin. And another one is The Ghost of San Antonio, True Ghost Stories of San Antonio. I think that every campus has their share of hot spots on them. And it's just because of the nature of what a campus is. I mean, there are several different types of hauntings, okay? There's the haunting that everybody thinks about, which is a persistent consciousness. You know, it reacts with you, it does stuff, you know, it's haunting your house and wants you out, that kind of thing.